June the 24th, and devotion for you this day, coming to you from my backyard. I hope your day and your week so far has been going well. Oh, there's the air conditioning kicking on, getting ready to keep the house cool. What a blessing to have air conditioning in South Texas during the summer. It would be pretty miserable without it. You hope you notice those little blessings that come along each and every day to you. I was visiting with some people yesterday. We were having some communion, home communion, for people who haven't been able to return yet to worship, which is totally understandable, wise decision. And we were talking about that, how much we intend to focus on what we miss. And what we miss really, when we do that, is we miss all the things that we have been given, that we're grateful for. Reminded of that too, as our team is in Mexico right now in Acuna, helping build a house, and even though it's a small house, wouldn't be something that most of us would cherish or value, but yet for the family that they're building for, it is incredibly valuable because it is a big step up from what they are living in right now. And so my prayer is that you're able to see today so many blessings around you, not just things you're lacking, but the things that you have been given by God, your Heavenly Father, out of His goodness and grace, without any merit or worthiness in you, but just because you're His child. And so this gift He gives to us too is His Word. So we're going to be in Proverbs, is having some fun in Proverbs. Proverbs 22 is where we're going to be at, and maybe get some special guests from my kids or some of these birds that are feeding their little babies up here. We got nests everywhere. Birds are busy. So Proverbs 22 is where we're picking it up today, and it begins with verse 1, and it says this: "A good name is to be chosen over great wealth. Favor is better than silver and gold. Rich and poor have this in common: the Lord makes them all. A sensible person sees danger and takes cover, but the inexperienced keeps going and are punished. Humility, the fear of the Lord, results in wealth, honor, and life. There are thorns and snares on the way of the crooked. The one who guards himself stays far from them. Start a youth out in his way. Even when he grows old, he will not depart from it. The rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is a slave to the lender. The one who sows injustice will reap disaster, and the rod of his fury will be destroyed. A generous person will be blessed, for he shares his food with the poor. Drive out a mocker, and conflict goes too. Then quarreling and dishonor will cease. The one who loves a pure heart and gracious lips, the king is his friend. The Lord's eyes keep watch over knowledge, but he overthrows the words of the treacherous. The slacker says, 'There's a lion outside. I'll be killed in the public square.' The mouth of the forbidden woman is a deep pit. A man cursed by the Lord will fall into it. Foolishness is bound to the heart of a youth. A rod of discipline will separate it from him. Oppressing the poor to enrich oneself and giving to the rich both lend only to poverty." Listen, verse 17. "Listen closely, pay attention to the words of the wise, and apply your mind to my knowledge. For it is pleasing if you keep them within you, and if they are constantly on your lips. I have instructed you today, even you, so that your confidence may be in the Lord. Haven't I written for you 30 sayings about counsel and knowledge, in order to teach you true and reliable words, so that you may give a dependable report to those who sent you? Don't rob a poor person because he is poor, and don't crush the oppressed at the city gate, for the Lord will champion their cause, and he will plunder those who plunder them. Don't make friends with an angry person, and don't be a companion of a hot-tempered one, or you will learn his ways and entangle yourself in a snare. Don't be one of those who enter agreements, who put up security for loans. If you have nothing with which to pay, even your bed will be taken from you. And don't move an ancient boundary marker that your father set up. Do you see a person skilled in his work? He will stand in the presence of kings. He will not stand in the presence of the unknown." That was all from Proverbs chapter 22. And Priscilla has something to say too. Oh, you have that bubble? Your bubble? You chasing bubbles this morning? Yeah. Where you go? There it is. There's the bubble. Look up. Look up. There's the bubble. There's the bubble. There's the bubble. Where'd it go? Chasing bubbles in the backyard. Isn't that kind of fun thing to do? I don't know the last time you've done that, but kids seem to enjoy it. Just something simple like that. But in those Proverbs 22, I don't know which ones hit you, which stuck out to you, but I think one of the things that continue to come through there is how we treat those who have less than us. Are we taking advantage of them, or are we seeking to actually care for them? That was very evident in these Proverbs 22, that there's some blessing in terms of blessing those who don't have as much as we do. And maybe we can look for ways that way to do that for somebody else today, to be generous with what God has entrusted you, so that out of that generosity, maybe somebody else can see the goodness of the great God who gave you everything that you have and gave that other person too. So maybe that's something that can help you in this day. So Proverbs 22, a lot of things in there. I love the thing about our name there. Verse 1, a good name is to be chosen over great wealth. Favor is better than silver and gold. Good name is important, and keeping that good name. I was thinking about that just yesterday with baseball getting started back up, and certain baseball team that shall not be named in the state of Texas that does not have a good name. I don't know if you remember that because you kind of forgot about this and mentioned everything else, but doesn't have a good name because of cheating and scandals, and we can talk about other teams cheating too. But I was just thinking about that kind of changes your whole perspective on that. Kind of changes the way you look at those people in those ways. So be honest, even when nobody is looking. It does make a difference. Be honest, be truthful, be generous. There's a whole bunch of other ones there in Proverbs 22. I know Proverbs 22:6, that was one of the verses, theme verse in the school I grew up at. That was their theme verse, Proverbs 22:6, except it was in a different version. Train up a child in the way he is, in the way he should go, and when he's old, he will not depart from it. And that's just the reminder, the instruction that we have and the goal we have as parents to influence the next generation. The hardest work we're ever going to do are the people that we raise, and so it's worth the investment, and it won't always turn out perfect. That's not what it's saying there, but rather a reminder of those truths of the Word and His power to affect the lives and the youngest lives around us. So hopefully some of those young lives are enjoying this week too. Vacation Bible School. We're going. Today's the second day. We're doing it all summer. We kind of broke it up. We're just realizing doing maybe one whole week right away is a little bit just too much after parents had to finish the school year with school and travels and everything like that. So we get to do it all summer long with different activities and keeping our focus on God and seeing how He works even in moments like this. And so I pray that you're able to keep your focus on His Word this day as you go about the tasks God has given to you. Stay safe, wear your mask, and find some ways that you can share your generosity and your love with someone else this very day. If there's a way we can pray for you, if there's something we can be doing for you, please let me know. I really do. Please let me know. We love you, and we want to be able to serve you, come alongside you, and we can't wait to see you real soon. And be safe out there and wear those masks. God is with us. Let's be those people who are Proverbs 22:3. Leave you with this: a sensible person sees danger and takes cover, but the inexperienced keeps going and are punished. Okay? Be a sensible person today. Okay? You can do it for the sake of yourself, but even more so for the sake of your neighbor. We love you. We're praying for you. See you real soon.